Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and review of the Infinix S4, a successor to the S3 from last year. The box has the same green theme as that of the S2 and S3. You have some of the specs on the back. When you open it up, you're greeted with the device. Let's go ahead and peel out the sticker on the front and on the back to reveal that shiny Nebula blue color. It also comes in black and purple as you saw in my hands-on video. Let's power it on while we see what else is in the box. We have the warranty booklet, an envelope that houses the SIM ejector tool, a quick start guide, a specification manual, the X Club registration guide, a film screen protector, a clear silicone gel case. Let me try and fit that in. On the bottom compartment, you get a standard 10-watt charger, a micro USB cable, and proprietary earphones. On the front, you have a 6.26 HD Plus IPS LCD display with 19:9 aspect ratio. On top of that display, you have a water drop notch that houses a 32 megapixel camera and speaker. On the back, you have a triple camera setup. The first is actually an 8 megapixel camera for depth sensing. In the middle, you have the 13 megapixel primary camera, and then you have the 2 megapixel ultra wide angle lens with quad flash. You have a fingerprint sensor and some Infinix branding as well. On the left, you have a SIM tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs and an SD card. On the right, you have a power button and volume rocker keys. On the top, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB port, and a speaker. The Infinix S4 is the first of the S series to sport a glass back. It is a glass and plastic sandwich design and a bit of a fingerprint magnet. The gradient color has this glitter effect that may not be very visible in this video. On the front, what's new here is the water drop notch, a first from Infinix as well. There's still a chin, though it's slightly trimmed down from the Hot S3X. It is slightly slimmer in the hand too. Coming from the Hot S3X, the water drop notch lets you have more utility and notification icons on top than the regular notch. There's also an option to hide it in the settings, but you'll be wasting all of that screen real estate, plus you still have all the information but in black and white. Still on the display, it's got great viewing angles and is quite responsive to type on. It is only 720p resolution, which means you can't get the 1080p YouTube experience on say the Note 5 and Note 5 stylus. Here's what the speaker sounds like. So I'm testing the sound of the Infinix S4 and here's what the speaker sounds like. In the settings, we can see that this unit comes in 32 gigs of storage and 3 gigs of RAM. You have about 22 gigs available to you. There's also a 64 gigs variant with 6 gigs of RAM as seen in my hands-on video. It runs on Android 9 Pie and XOS Cheetah version 5.0 UI slapped on top of it. You can see the icons on the settings menu have gotten a nice makeover. In the quick settings, you get a few new toggles in addition to what we are used to, like bike mode, which basically mutes and rejects your calls for 2 hours. You have read mode, which is now different from iCare. Read mode adjusts your brightness and temperature automatically, while iCare is manually adjustable. Your system navigation options now let you have that classic Android One look with the mixed navigation. You can even customize your back key placement, which you don't get on Android One. I personally prefer the back key on the right. If you want more screen real estate to play with, the gesture navigation should be your go-to. Here you can have up to 9 apps and 3 utility tools floating on top of your interface. Basically, you can get into these apps or use these features without getting back to the home screen or recent apps or swiping from the top. I guess this means that swiping from the side should save you some time, and of course you can turn it off if it gets in the way. You get quite a few bloatware out the box, but these apps can be deleted. You have your usual app lock and X hide for privacy in your phone master app. The X themes of course comes with lots of themes as well as 3 fonts to choose from. In terms of performance, the Helio P22 handles your everyday social media apps really well. It can do a bit of multitasking, but I suggest you get the 6 gigs variant if you want to leave stuff running in the background for longer. The Face ID is really fast and reliable, pretty much unlocks even in not well lit indoor lighting conditions. But the fingerprints, though not as fast, is far more secure and is what I use mostly when it's very dark. When it comes to gaming, as usual, I play PUBG on default settings, and the PowerVR 8320 is able to handle the graphics fairly well, with a few stuttering of course. I also played games like Asphalt 9 and PES 19 as well. If you haven't seen my gaming review, go check it out. I'll be leaving a link in the description box as well. About battery life, there's a huge 4000 mAh battery on this guy. I got through 2 full days of use with about 7% left to spare. This gave me nearly 10 hours of screen on time. Granted, I was on Wi-Fi the whole time, but it's still very impressive, and the battery life is something I've come to expect from the Helio P22. It took me about 2 hours and 12 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, and it doesn't support fast charging. About the AI camera, we now have an extra 120 degrees wide angle lens. I put the triple camera on the S4 to test, and here are some photos and videos that I took. This records 1080p video from the selfie camera, and that's pretty amazing coming from this price point. The Infinix S4 is a true S3 successor with 2019 design refresh down to its glass sandwich build, triple camera setup, and a water drop notch. While you miss some features like the front firing flash and notification LED, it comes at a lower price point compared to that of its predecessor as at the time of launch. The S4 is priced at 49,900 Naira, which converts to $140 for the 32 gigs variant, and 64,500 Naira, which converts to $180 for the 64 gigs variant. I'll be leaving a link in the description should you wish to shop on Jumia Nigeria. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.